6 World Cup medals, her first World Cup victory. The U25 Blue Bib champion, Dzinara Alimbekava surprised biathlon fans when she burst onto the scene in the early part of the 2020-2021 season, filling the hole left behind by biathlon legend Dara Domracheva when she retired at the end of the 2018 season. The young Belarusian athlete earned the first top 10 overall finish by an Eastern European in 2 seasons. On its surface, this story seems cliche, a story of a young athlete coming into her own, earning confidence and setting up her pursuit of an Olympic medal and biathlon immortality. But the crazy thing about Alimbekava is she already has an Olympic gold medal. At 25 years old, she has achieved more than most biathletes could dream. In today's video, we will explore the career of Dzinara Alimbekava, figure out why it seemed like she came out of nowhere this season, and explore what the future might hold for this young phenom. Dzinara started her biathlon career at an extremely young age, qualifying for the Belarusian youth biathlon team at 15 years old. As if being 15 years old racing against 17 and 18-year-olds wasn't hard enough, in her first international event she was selected to race up in the junior relay. Towing the line against athletes 6 years older than her was a struggle at first, but Alimbekava was able to overcome the disappointment of finishing minutes behind her competition. Over the next few years, Alimbekava would grow into the youth category and earn impressive results at the youth level with several top 10 finishes in non-team events, and even delighting the home fans with a youth relay victory on her home course of Minsk Raubici in 2015. After diving deeper into her best performances, it was clear that Alimbekava was relying on her fast skiing as her means of success. Not to say she wasn't hitting the target, but in almost all of her top youth races, Alimbekava would post a top 10 ski time, compared to top 30 shooting performance. During her junior career, Dzinara was unable to earn another top 10 finish, but was able to beat out her teammates to secure a stable spot on the Belarusian World Cup team, becoming a World Cup regular just in time to qualify for the 2018 Olympics in Pyeongchang. There's a lot of Belarusian hype at the 23rd Olympiad in South Korea. Biathlon legend Dara Domracheva had just announced that this would be her final season. All the pressure was on the star to see if she could earn one more gold medal and take sole possession of first place on the all-time biathlon Olympic medal count. Domracheva would earn second place in the women's mass start event, but failed to earn the final gold. Meanwhile, Alimbekava only raced the individual, where she placed 56th with mediocre stats. This result was pretty normal for Alimbekava. Her personal best on the World Cup to this point was 33rd in NSA, but most of her results were in the 50 to 60 range. Fast forward to the final day of the games, the women's 4x6 relay. Alimbekava was tagged in 5th place, 21 seconds from the lead. With Domracheva anchoring for the Belarusians, all Alimbekava needed to do was to keep the lead close and hand off within striking distance. After battling the wind, Alimbekava was able to do just that. She hit her targets with only 3 spares and handed off in 4th place, only 17 seconds back. Obviously, Domracheva would be able to bring the Belarusian team into the lead and claim victory in Pyeongchang. In an interview with Belarus Today, Dzinara recalls not feeling like the Olympic gold was hers, but Belarus's, stating, "Due to the fact this title personally came to me so quickly and easily, or maybe because it was a team award, there was a feeling that I was not an Olympic champion, but a team. For me, our girls have always been the best." Regardless of her personal feelings towards the medal, Belarusian fans and coaches were excited to see what this medal could do for an athlete such as Alimbekava. She was a competitive youth and junior athlete, was in the midst of her first full World Cup season, and already beaten other Belarusian athletes for an Olympic spot. And with the help of arguably the greatest biathlete of all time, she earned an Olympic gold medal at 22 years old. The confidence that comes with an Olympic medal, combined with her natural talent, was a recipe for success. Over the next 2 seasons, Dzinara would struggle. She would earn 2 top 20 results in 27 races, but averaged 50th place in non-team events. She would shoot a mediocre 80% and ski 4.5% slower than the average skier. This means in a sprint race, she would lose 20 seconds per lap to an average World Cup athlete. Not to mention the 25 seconds she'd be losing per lap to a top 10 skier. Technically, things weren't bad for Alimbekava because she wasn't getting worse, but she wasn't living up to her potential. Her bests were getting better, but her worsts were getting worse, causing her to flatline, culminating in a devastating finish to the 2019-2020 season, where she finished the last 3 races of the season 86th, 72nd, and 88th respectively. Honestly, considering how popular biathlon is in Belarus because of Domracheva, it's honestly a miracle that some up-and-coming junior didn't take Dinara's spot on the World Cup circuit. It was later reported that Alimbekova's periosteum was hurting and preventing her legs from running. The periosteum is a dense layer of vascular connective tissue enveloping the bones. The best conclusion I can make from this report is that she probably had what is known as compartment syndrome. Basically, the swelling of muscles can cause vascular pressure and pain in regions of repetitive motion. For cross-country skiers, the skating motion has been known to cause compartment syndrome in the shins of developing athletes. Surgery can be done to help relieve this pain. However, there is some controversy over the effectiveness of the treatment. In Alimbekova's case, the surgery seemed to work as she was astonished by how good she felt after coming back from the procedure. Telling Belarus Today, "Frankly, I trained without pain before last season. I thought that everything would come back again, and in the winter, I just could not believe that I was running one race, the second, the third, and nothing hurts." In what might be the most incredible turnaround in biathlon history, Dinara's first race after placing 88th in Kontiolahti's sprint to finish out the 1920 season, she raced her way to 8th place in the 2020-2021 season opener with only 2 misses in the 15K individual, collecting her first top 10 ski time of her career. Dzinara would follow up her impressive results with 5 consecutive top 10 results in her first World Cup podium in the Hochfilzen sprint. Alimbekova's mentality also changed. The confidence that everyone hoped would come from the Olympic gold seemingly flourished as she was no longer worried about her leg issues. Quote, "I remember like in the first pursuit in Kontiolahti, I was overtaken by Tirolekov. I thought I wanted to run after her, but I probably couldn't. The coaches along the side of the track started shouting, 'Hold on to the Norwegian!' I run and I see it works. Even in the wall, I could overtake her. Later, I watched a video replay and indeed, technically, I climbed better." And the stats tell a similar tale. When looking at Dinara's shooting percentages for the season, there wasn't much change, improving from 80% to 83% on average. But the skiing is where her most ground was made. In one season, she went from skiing 7.5% slower than the top 10 to only skiing 1.1% slower. That's a difference of a minute over the course of a 7.5K sprint. On the World Cup circuit, that can be the difference between 30 places. That's just insane. Dzinara would go on to win the inaugural Blue Bib, the prize given out to the best athlete under 25, and finished the season in 7th place overall, an absurd 69 places higher than the prior season. So what does the future hold for Alimbekova? Will she be able to peak in Beijing and win another gold? Or will she follow the footsteps in her former teammate and put Belarusian biathlon back on the map? Only time will tell. It would be easy to write this season off as unsustainable or a flash in the pan. However, when going back to Dinara's youth and junior career, there's one athlete who can be singled out as a constant competitor, and that's Norway's Ingrid Landmark Tandervold. In recent years, Tandervold and Alimbekova have always been battling for superiority. Assuming they both had good development, they should be competitive on the World Cup stage. And sure enough, when looking at overall standings, who finished right behind Dzinara in both the overall and the Blue Bib race? Tandervold. My prediction is that Alimbekova is here to stay. The development strategy is working for Belarus. Their young athletes such as Alimbekova, Hanna Sola, Elena Krukchina got great experience working with Domracheva. Alimbekova has even earned an Olympic gold medal with the help of Domracheva. Alimbekova was a great youth and junior athlete, and despite battling injury, she's been able to come back faster than ever. She is becoming more confident in herself and developing her own strategy for racing. All signs point to us seeing much more of Dzinara Alimbekava in the future.